Yeah, so it's really interesting thinking about, is pregnancy itself, is that a good thing in the long term for someone with MS, or is it a bad thing? And when we say good or bad, I'm talking about what is the long term, effect on someone developing neurological disability or accumulating that type of disability. Most of the evidence we have is that pregnancy itself and the number of days that someone spends pregnant through their, disease course. And that's interesting because it includes, if you've had a miscarriage or a termination, all of those days of pregnancy. If we add all of that together, it can actually, and this is a study that we've done through MS Space with Vilja Jokubaitis, which actually showed that having been pregnant has a 4.5 times better effect than, say, something like the old MS drugs on the chances of developing progression over a period of 8 years. That was the study duration that was done at that point. So we can see that pregnancy overall and the effect that it has on the immune system appears to be beneficial on average for people with MS. But then I think the question that we still don't quite know, and where the research is very conflicting, is that say your MS is already a little bit more advanced, you've accumulated some neurological disability, or even you're at this phase where someone would say you might have progressive MS. What is the effect then of pregnancy? Is that still beneficial, or is that worse? And this is where there's been quite a mix of results. I think the overall evidence that we've done ourselves shows that you still see that benefit rather than an adverse event. But I think there's quite a few ongoing studies looking at this question as well to sort of try and see if there's different groups of women getting pregnant and if there's different effects. But I certainly at this point wouldn't, put anyone off being pregnant for that reason.